Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we've got all of my classes from League Play, Warzone, and multiplayer explained in depth. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste no time. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video, but hopefully you guys can stick through it. I'm gonna try to be as fast as I can. So let's just start off with the multiplayer and Warzone loadouts. So multiplayer, I don't play much. I only play it to like warm up or get camels and stuff. So even if I do play multiplayer, I just use like my League Play classes, right? So moving on to my Warzone loadouts. For the first one, I got the M4A1, right? You're gonna see a pattern when I'm not using overkill. I'm using the same perks, same lethals, tacticals, and the same secondary, which is an RPG, EOD, Ghost, Amped, C4, and Heartbeat Sensor. And then, anyways, moving on to the attachments. This is great at long range, good at um, it's great at long range and mid range, but it's not good in close range. It's pretty bad in close range. So yeah, those are the attachments. RPG, so I can explode cars and get people out of houses or in annoying corners and stuff like that. Same with the C4 for cars and getting people out of annoying houses or whatever, or weaken them up. And then heartbeat sensor because it tells me if anyone's in a 50-meter radius around me. Um, like it pings them. And then I've EOD because people love to use RPGs and C4s. And then Ghost, so I'm safe from UAVs and heartbeat sensors. And then amped because I can reload my RPG, switch to my other weapons, and use my explosives a lot quicker, right? So that's the M4 class, and then I got my sniper class. This is a very accurate and very high damage sniper class, right? Um, Decent ADS speed. It has monolithic HDR Pro barrel, tac laser, variable zoom scope, and the Stalker Scout. Um, yep, and then I got the same secondary, lethals, tacticals, all that other good stuff. And then I got the Grau for the next class, which is monolithic, Archangel barrel, Commando foregrip, 60 round mags, VLK 30 or 3.0 optic. This optic actually reduces your recoil, but it doesn't say it does, but it does. So that's why I use this optic, and also it's just a good optic. But if you don't want the optic, you could put in something like tac laser or stipple grip tape or no stock. It's up to you. Same lethals, tacticals, secondaries, everything. And then for my overkill class, the only thing that I change here is my perk 2. Obviously, you can't use Ghost if you're using two primary weapons. And then I have, instead of Amped, I have Tune Up because I'm not using an RPG. So when you're not using an RPG, use Tune Up because you can revive your teammates 25% faster. Or even if you want Battle Harden, but I don't think you should use Battle Harden. It's pointless in Warzone. And for my overkill class, I have a SMG so I can be really aggressive in close quarters, and then a AR so I could just sit back and beam people. All right. This is the Fennec class setup for aggressive um, playstyle. Uh, right. And then this is the Growl class, so it's the same one as I showed you guys earlier, right? Uh, and then moving on to the M13. Um, Here's the attachments. This is good at close quarters, or I mean, not in close quarters. This is good at mid range and long range, but it's not the best in close range. It's decent in close quarters. And then I got the RPG, same perks, lethals, tacticals. And then this is my Fennec close quarters, or no, sorry, this is my Fennec best overall class. So you can kind of sit back and hit your shots at mid range, but um, yeah, that's the farthest I would push it, mid range. Um, and it's not you can be aggressive with this class too, but like nowhere near as aggressive as the first class I showed you guys. RPG, lethals, tacticals, same thing. And then CR56, I've been trying this out. It's actually really good at mid range. I feel like that's where it shines. And then it's actually pretty good at long range as well. And it's not the best in close quarters, but it's decent in close quarters as well, right? So these are all the attachments. If you want to be extremely aggressive, you could put in something like no stock, um, right? And then I got the sniper as my secondary. This is the class I showed you guys earlier, right? And then same perks, lethals, tacticals, all that other good stuff, right? I'm using tune-up instead of amp because I don't have an RPG, and then I don't have ghost because I'm using two primary weapons. And then lastly, I have the MP7. Monolithic FSS Recon Barrel, Merc foregrip, 60 round mags, and close quarter stock. If you want to be even more aggressive, you can put on no stock. Um, but this is pretty good at mid to close range. Not the best at long distance. And then same lethals, tacticals, and secondaries and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all of the Warzone and multiplayer loadouts. Moving on to the league play. All right, so for my league play, um, this is my SMG class for league play. So just before I get into that, when I'm playing Search and Destroy, this is what I use for my MP5. But when I'm playing respawns in league play, I'll switch out the compensator for sleight of hand. Obviously, because you're using like a lot more, you're getting into a lot more gunfights and stuff, so you have to reload a lot more in respawns. But when you're playing respawn, definitely go with compensator because you're not getting into nearly as many gunfights. Um, so yeah, that's that. And then I got and then for my specialist perks or my perks in general, I have EOD, Ghost, Tune Up, Double Time, Battle Hardened, Cold Blooded. If you're playing respawns for your last specialist perk, you should use Scavenger instead of Cold Blooded, right? Um, and then perk 3, I use Tune Up simply because it's the best perk 3. Because you could get like your Dead Silence and stuff like 40% faster. But if you're not playing Search and Destroy, or if they're using like a lot of stuns and flashes, definitely use Battle Hardened, right, for your perk 3. And then switch out your second specialist perk for Tune Up or whatever, right? Just switch places. And then I use double time on my sniper classes because I want to get to my sniping spot before the enemy gets to their sniping spot, right? Or if I'm playing really aggressive, I'll use double time. Or if I know that they're not using a lot of grenades and stuff, I'll use double time. But if they're using a lot of grenades and stuff like that, or if I'm playing slow, I'll definitely use EOD for sure. So yeah. And then for my secondary, if you guys don't know, when you use a knife, you run for longer and you run faster than you would with a gun. And recently they added the Cali sticks. The Cali sticks are way better than the combat knife because you can run for longer and you can run faster. And the swipe rate for the Cali sticks are way faster than the combat knife. The only downfall with the Cali sticks is that the Cali sticks are a 2-hit kill and the combat knife is a 1-hit kill. But if the enemy has like a single bullet put into them or if they're like already damaged, it'll be a one shot with the Cali sticks. So definitely use the Cali sticks. They're way better than the combat knife. Um, and then yeah, so this is my uh hold up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so this is my sit back MP5 class. So I'm not playing as aggressive, right? So I have a smoke so I can smoke out lines of crosses and smoke out pushes and stuff like that. Um, and then I have a Semtex because I like to have Semtexes on my MP5 classes, whether or not I'm playing slow or fast. Um, Personal preference, right? And then this is my aggressive MP5 class. Obviously instead of EOD, I have double time. Um, and then I have a Semtex and flash instead of a smoke, right? Because I'm playing aggressive and quick. Um, so yeah, here's the attachments if I haven't already showed you guys. Bang, 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 right? And then moving on to the AR classes. For all of my AR classes, I have the exact same M19 class. Um, this is the best pistol in the game without a doubt, right? This is the best setup for this pistol. Um, yeah. And then the reason why I use a pistol for all my AR and sniper classes is because the AR and the sniper are long range guns. And when I'm in close quarters, I could just take out my pistol and empty it, right? Um, so yeah, so this is my pure hybrid M4 class, right? This has great mobility and great accuracy, right? These are the attachments. Um, M19, right? And then I got EOD, Ghost, Tune Up, Double Time, Battle Hardened, Cold Blooded. And then I have a smoke because I can smoke out like pushes and lines of crosses and whatever, or line of sights. And then I have a frag grenade so I can like bounce it off walls and like cook it properly so that it explodes exactly when it gets to the enemy, right? That's personal preference. You can use a Semtex if you like Semtexes more. And then this is my very aggressive M4 class. Right here are the attachments. So the thing I changed with this is the barrel. So instead of the M16 Grenadier barrel, I have the Corvus Custom. So the Corvus Custom has more mobility with all of these benefits, and then the M16 has less mobility with all of these benefits. So yeah. So if you're gonna be if you're gonna sit back and play, then I definitely suggest you use this barrel. But if you're like rushing around and playing really aggressive, then definitely use this barrel. Um, but yeah, this is my very aggressive M4 class, right? Full send everything, same M19, same perks, and then I have a flash and Semtex because I'm playing aggressive, so that's why I don't have a smoke on this one. And then this one has a little bit better recoil than the pure hybrid, but it's also a little bit slower than the pure hybrid. So if you want to sit back a little more and you want to have a little bit better recoil, definitely use this one. Um, Same M19 perks, lethals, tacticals, and then this M4 class is an absolute beamer. Like you will not miss with this M4 class. Um, so like you could beam people from far distances without any problems. But the only problem with this class is it's very immobile. So do not play aggressive with this class. You have to sit back and just beam people. Like you can't be aggressive with this class. Um, and then same M19, lethals, tacticals, perks. And then for my sniper classes, this sniper class is like more forgiving. I mean, sorry. This sniper class is for people that are accurate with their snipes and they're, pretty good with a sniper, right? So this is the setup with it. This is like the best setup for the AX50 for CDL at least. And then same M19, and then I have double time instead of EOD because I want to get to my sniper spot before the enemies get to their sniper spot, right? And then same lethals, tacticals, perks, everything, all that other good stuff. And then for my second sniper class, this is the really forgiving sniper class, but it's a little bit more slower than the AX50. So you will like barely get any hit markers. Like you'll barely get hit markers with this gun, especially if you use this barrel. So yeah, like this is for like the people that aren't that accurate with their sniper, or you know, it's just a lot more forgiving. So yeah, that's that. And then I have the same M19, lethals, tacticals, all that other stuff. Anyways, and then these two classes I just use when I'm bored or I want to troll people, um, in league play, right? So I'm not even gonna bother talking about these two classes. So yeah, these are the two classes for when I'm bored and I want to troll people, right? Same M19, lethals, tacticals, all the other good stuff. But yeah, I think that is it for all of my classes. Hopefully you guys can make your own classes with all this information and just shit on people and play a lot better. Hopefully you guys can improve your gameplay. But other than that, if you liked the video, please remember to leave a like. It takes a second out of your day. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Um, and leave a comment down below what you guys want to see next or what you thought about this video. And obviously share the video, share the channel. We're almost at 250. We're chipping away at it slowly. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.